Good afternoon, gentlemen. It's a Monday afternoon, evening. I'm not really sure. I've lost all track of time. Up here in Montana and Denver, it's bright for about 19 hours a day. Then the moon comes out full, and then you get about 36 minutes of darkness each night to get some sleep. So it could be Monday, it could be Tuesday, it could be 2 a.m., it could be 2 p.m. I'm not really sure, but what I am sure of is I'm here to give some content to this league, right? I got on the Slack board today and I saw a demand, just a clamoring for some content here, because it's been about a month since we've had a write-up from Billy, a video from Thrills, something like that. And, you know, I can see the quality of my face, unfortunately for you gentlemen, is not premium here. Let's try to get me in the sun a little bit here. No. There we go. Yep, see them guys loading up that Southwest plane. See the Frontier building way out there. Whatever you're doing, don't fly Frontier. But, you know, enough jib-jab, enough mumbo-jumbo. Let's get straight to the matchup preview show. You know, I got my handy-dandy iPad here with my notes written down, so let's hit to our first matchup of the week. And I'm talking about Joe Marshall versus Alpha Academy. Now, Joe Marshall, gotta say, that was an epic rant on vacations, lack of hitting, lack of just pretty much anything that your team was doing recently in the past week. Gotta say, wish I was disappointed, but I'm not. The year of Reinhardt has, since my last video, kind of fallen by the wayside. Shout out City right there. Gotta say, you know, with Bryce out, you might have the worst outfield in baseball. Taylor Ward just not the same since he came back from the DL. But somehow you have 5 dudes with an OPS over 900 in last month, so I'm kind of struggling to figure out why your team is just scuffling non-stop this past week. Or these past weeks, if you will. There we go. Let me get a bit more clarity right here. Now, we're going to sit down. We're going to talk to, oh my God, Alpha Academy right now. Alpha, we're kind of talking about the matchup preview show this week, and you versus Joe Marshall. So I really got to get a question to you. How did you feel last night watching Miguel Castro just totally cost you a victory, knowing you didn't have to pick him up? You chose to play
When I picked him up, there was still a pretty good chance you were going to get another hold or you were going to beat me in whip. And went with my gut.
If it's anything like your guts on this trip or my guts on this trip, nobody should have been going with that, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about
Drop my whole team then.
oh, Sulphur City. But Big Green, you think you had a chance to beat Joe Marshall this week?
My pitching staff shows up, I do. My offense is clicking right now. 35, 40 bases yesterday. We're ready.
Oh shit. So with just hearing that coming from Big Green, that just enthusiasm, the knowing that if my staff does well, I'm going to do. And I got to say, the dude you dropped from Miguel Castro crapped the bed today as well. So either way, you're going to get crapped on. Just hearing that confidence from Big Green, I'm going to go with Big Green to win. Alpha Academy getting to 500. Joe Marshall falling 2 games under 500. Big Green rocking into that 5th seed in the playoffs. All right, next up, that's going to bring us to Mr. Sprinkles and Big Ant Mad Max. Who knows what he's going to change his name to? Maybe instead of Mr. Sprinkles, he's going to go with Mr. Krispy Kreme or Mr. Double D to counterbalance that Sprinkles deliciousness out in Villa Rica. Now, Sprinkles.
Douglas Donuts.
Douglas Donuts right there on Douglas Boulevard. God, those donuts are terrible. Now, Jaycock. Oh, shit. Let me learn to use my camera. Oh, let's go with that, but let's just reverse it. I'm not boomer right here trying to figure out my camera. Jaycock, how are you pulling rabbits out of your hat? Magic out of your ass. You're batting under 200, but you're not losing each week. In fact, you are sitting in dead red first place. Miraculous. 8-2-3. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with your squad right now, and it pains me to say that. But the only solace I have trying to catch you, only 2 dudes with an OPS. We just heard Rymar with 5. You've only got 2 dudes with an OPS over 900. Ryan Mountcastle and Rafael Devers in the past month. Not even Vladdy Daddy has that. Now, Mr. Sprinkles, you're going against Mad Max this week, or Mr. Matthews. And Mr. Matthews, I gotta say, you've really got no quit in you. Oh, we got a name change right here. What's it called? Trying to get my groove back?
I think so.
He's trying to get his groove back. Yes, he is. So, Anthony, another week, another name change, trying to get your groove back, because the man don't quit. His team is quite awful in most regards, aside from the fact he's got the best outfield in baseball right now, in our league right now. Anthony, Mookie, Spring the Ding, Kyle Tucker, Luis Robert. That's a pretty intimidating quad right there. Now, looking at your squad right here with Brian James, do you see anybody else on that team that would terrify you offensively?
Maybe Key Bryan.
Maybe Key Bryan.
A year ago, 2 years ago, but
aside from that, nothing. Now you're pitching, you do get Max Scherzer back, and he's kicking the Braves' ass tonight right now. 5 innings, 7 Ks. while Max Fried,
.2 whip.
.2 whip, giving up one hit all game so far. I really hate that. The Braves been getting his number pretty well, and that's not the case right now. So looking at those two teams, I think that Anthony is going to pull a shocker this week. What about you, B Green? Do you feel like Anthony can pull the dub over Jaycock this week?
I'm going with Jaycock.
Okay, he's going just tried and true rock chalk Jayhawk right there. Rock chalk Jaycock, if you will. And sitting at Jaycock will go into the All-Star break in first place at 9-2-3, while Anthony will simmer down there at a good old 3-10-1. Ooh, God, that's painful right there, Anthony. I'm sorry. All right, next matchup here. We got Ghostman on second versus Rob Manfred's fan club. Okay, well, Cody, you really kicked Joe Marshall's ass last week, and I gotta say, I was pretty impressed by that. I mean, you've been a hit or miss all year, since that's kind of why you're sitting around 500 one week, this week, that week, up and down, kind of like the mountains that we've seen all week out here in Montana and Colorado and Wyoming. Now, what I'm liking about this team is, well, Michael Harris Jr. being the best Braves outfielder and being on your team. You own two Braves outfielders, Acuna and Matt. Michael J, he's better. I'd rather have Michael H at this second in time. Now, that might be not true in 5 seconds from now, but at this very second in time, I want Michael Harris Jr. And in regards to your team there, Code Gnomes, I just have one small tidbit to add. Blake Snell, for finally pitching good as soon as he's off my team. 2 straight years he's done that. I've dropped him because he's crapped the bed, and he's shown up and dominated on somebody else's team. So you're welcome. I'm glad I can help you out right there. Now, you're going up against Rob Manfred's fan club right there, and Robbie, it's been tough sledding all year for you, buddy. I mean, it's just down. You're sitting in last place. It's your second year in the league. And it kind of reminds me of a team that's currently in our league that has actually pulled a championship somehow about 4 years ago, maybe 3 at this point. And I'm talking about Sav Dog. When he first joined this league, he was just like you. Struggle. He eventually pulled a chip out somehow. You got to figure it out in this league. I'm thinking the same thing will happen to you. I got to say, if you want that to happen, you're going to have to make some moves, bro. You're only sitting at 17 moves this year. That's like a move a week. You've got to have some things that can be fixed on your team that can be on the waiver wire. So you got to look there, got to make some things happen, because right now you don't want to finish last. Anthony clearly needs to finish last. All right, so we got to make this happen. Anthony to last place. Get an affirmation there from Smokey the Bee Green. All right, so looking at that, hearing about that, I got to say I'm going with Ghostman on second to pick up the dub. What about you, B Green?
Ghostman all day.
Ghostman all day. And will that put Cody at 500? Yes, it will. Tied right there with B Green at 500. Maybe he stays in 5th and B Green stays in 6th. Although Cody off to a poor start today, offensively only 5 for 21, but it is only Monday.
I only pick Cody because he has the most Braves. Therefore, I want the Braves to do well.
Oh, so Cody's team does well, the Braves do well. We can all get behind that action right there. Let's go Braves. All right, next up, we've got Just Here, the team we just referenced, versus Slack-Jawed Yokels. Now, Just Here, yes, you won 3 weeks in a row. Whoop-de-doo. I didn't make a video just because of that. If Sav Dog's doing good, I can't give that props. I'm just kidding. I've just been real lazy and not being motivated right there, and that's not what I'm looking for in this. But the reason you won 3 weeks in a row is because Austin 316. Looking at his numbers compared to the rest of your offense, I mean, he's doing it all right there. Couldn't make me any happier. Nolan Arenado doing some good work for you after, starting the year here, then dipping way down here. Now Nolan Arenado's back to where he needs to be. And it has helped that Robbie Ray has turned back into Cy Ray in the past month right here. Whip below 1, K per 9 over 10. And he's just doing Robbie Ray things like a Cy Young winner does, not walking people like those Arizona days. All right, anything to add about Just Here's team there, Brian James Greenrock?
Maybe in the selection part.
All right, that's fine. Now you're going up against the Slack-Jawed Yokels, a team that is so damn lucky. You son of a bitch right there. JD Martinez helped you get the tie over Big Ant last week. And I wanted you to beat Slack-Jawed. I did want you to do that, but Billy, I hate you. 6 offensive all-stars on your team right there. That can't hurt your offense at all right there. 6 players on your team are going to the all-star game. That is incredible right there. I would like to personally just throw out this offer, all of my pitchers for all of your pitchers. I don't know if you'd agree to it. I think it'd be a great deal. I mean, I get Chris Sale back. You got Tommy Molly on the deal. I mean, I'm just saying, you got some options there. And if that doesn't work, can you have, pound a few Miller Lights right there for us tonight, tomorrow night, celebrate being back from Disney World before you start back to work. Pour some back and make a few dumbass trades, or some, at least with me. I don't care about anybody else. Let's swing a few trades with me. Send me a few offers right there. All right, B Green, anything to add about this matchup right here?
Have we picked our teams yet?
I have not made my
I was
choice
busy
yet.
looking for a photo.
Oh, okay. Well, in this regard, I'm going to go with Billy, unfortunately. I think just here, is can't go 4 in a row. That's just not going to happen. Billy's team is too good offensively and pitching-wise. So just
I'm
here.
only picking against Savdog because he didn't show up with us on this trip.
Gosh, Sav, you can make it to Portland, Maine, but you can't make it to
Denver, Wyoming, wherever we've
Bozeman,
been.
Montana,
Like 7
Yellowstone
states, I don't know
Park,
what time it is.
Idaho,
I
what
don't know where I
day,
am.
where we're at, anything like that. All right, so Savdog, that's why he's going with Billy right there, because you couldn't make it to this trip. God, I'm so disappointed. All right, that brings us to our matchup of the week right here. And it's a matchup of the week for a couple of reasons. One, it's for the division lead. 2, it's between 2 teams that are actually over 500. And 3, as you can tell by this sweet Southwest trail mix tie I'm wearing, it's his son bitch's birthday today, so it's a pretty important matchup this week. Now, assholes, incredibly lucky to pull out the dub last week. We mentioned it earlier how B Green just crapped it out right there. Gave me that victory, kept me over 500, kept me in 4th place in the league at 7-3-3. I love everything about it. Is my offense going to show up 7 days a week at one point in time? Right now I'm getting 4 to 5 a week. If it could go 6 out of 7, that'd be fantastic. With the 7th maybe being a Wednesday instead of a Sunday when I really need him right there. Chris Sale coming back on tomorrow. First start of the season. Will he make a difference? Help Verlander out? Because we see Bazgaz ain't doing it. We got to have some other starter right there. Got to have something for the assholes. Now Detective Steve, you're picking up some hot hands recently. Heim, Paredes, even adding that shat hat Marcell Ozuna right there. As soon as I drop him, we were talking on the phone like, oh, you dropped him? Add. D-bag. I can't believe you did that. Now, Sandy and the staff, I gotta say, they're the envy of about 8 other teams in this league. The only team that I wouldn't say is envious of that would be Billy's pitching staff. Maybe one other team, but for the most part, every other team in this league is like, I want that staff. Give me the gas can. Give me Pablo. Give me Shohei. Give me Sandy. I mean, I'm just saying, any one of those pitchers would be fantastic to have on any team. Crushed Rob Manfred last week, 11-1, 13-1, something like that. Sorry, Robbie boy, that's how it goes down. It was closer than the score appeared, though, so I give you some credit right there. But this matchup right here, it was a tie in their first go-around. If it's a tie this go-around, that's going to be crazy. It's really going to leave the division up for grabs in D-Harp's control right there, seeing as how he's 4-1-1, while the assholes are only 3-1-2 in their division. All right, so Big Green, let's go over to you for a minute. Got any predictions on the victor this week?
See Bobby Witt's crushing it for you already.
Bobby Witt.
2 stolen bases, 4 for 6.
Doubleheader magic. I love it.
I also gave him for you in the trade.
That was a great trade.
Win last night. Cost you lunch today. I just can't stop on the birthday. How long is this birthday going to last?
Birthday month right here. The whole month of July is my birthday.
When do we play again?
I can't wait. Can't look at the schedule soon enough to see when I play you.
I thought you were going to say playoffs, and I was going to say next year.
Next year. Well,
We
at
won't
least
play till
there's
next year.
only 4 teams missed it this year instead of 6, so you got that going for you. Yes, and you're in the playoff position right now. All right, so that's going to cover our matchups for this week right here. Before we go away, I just got to say,
Wait, did we make the prediction yet?
I always predict myself to win. It's just a guarantee.
All right, I was going to go with you for your birthday.
Yes, it's a birthday prediction week right there. Thrills picking up the dub right there. All right, so a couple victories there. We got Thrills winning most of the matchups. Maybe Mad Max picking up a snake, sneaking up there, picking up a dub. But other than that, it's pretty much rock chalk this week. And that kind of leads me to where I'm going with my next point. We've got right now the top 4 and the shit 6. All right, we've got Sprinkles, Yokels, Detective Steve, and the assholes running away. Over 500, 4 games, 5 games, just way ahead of the division. Other teams not another team's over 500 in this league. Not another team's 500 in this league. 6 teams below 500. But as I just mentioned in Big Green, 6 teams make the playoffs, and only 2.5 games separate Anthony from the 5th seed in the playoffs
3 teams
right now.
at 6 and 7.
Yes, 3 teams at 6 and 7 right now. So we got 8 weeks left, 9 weeks left. It's going to be an intense final 8 weeks. Rob Manfred's still not even out of it. 3.5 games back at all the playoffs. Make some moves, make some deals, pick up some players. You might make the playoffs as well. So, Big Green, you think you're going to be making any moves right now? As we're sitting here in the airport waiting on time to pass, you're going to be doing any wheeling and dealing, looking at your team? Anybody need any trades right now?
I just found out Wander's going to be out for at least 8 weeks. They're thinking he's going to be out way longer. I don't know. Maybe trying to fill that void.
Uh-oh. Big Green looking to fill a void at third base, shortstop, possibly. A lot of X's on that team right now, I see.
A lot of people didn't start
A lot of
today.
people not playing. A lot of people. Really big show. So in that regard, this really big show is over right here for Alpha Academy, for Cleveland assholes, a big thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace out from Denver.